Productions, here with another episode of LAF, Lego Answers and Facts. Now this week's theme was Lego conventions, but before we get into those questions, next LAF video's theme will be behind the scenes. So any questions you have about behind the scenes, feel free to put those in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those in 2 weeks because I have a huge update video coming out on New Year's Day at exactly 12:01 my time, which is Central Time, and it is packed with tons of stuff. So I want to make sure you check out that video, and it'll actually announce that LAF will be every 2 weeks. So instead of every weekend, it'll be every 2 weeks because on the Saturdays that LAF isn't, there's this other new video coming. So again, check out that video, and also if you have not entered my contest, it will end at the end of December, so you can check out the playlist on my channel to view the entries and to make sure you're there, otherwise just to see the other cool entries in the contest. So, the first question is from Clone Bricks, and he asked, what conventions will you be going to in 2015? I'll be going to Brick Fair, Virginia, and Brick World, Chicago. Fano Hockey asked, do you know of any conventions in Australia, and also do you know of any website or forum where you can find different conventions around the world? And he also said nice intro, and a couple other people said that was not my new intro for that LAF video. I just randomly put that out there because I was kind of in a rush with making that last video. But I have my new intro my friend made for me. It is incredible, and that will be shown in the January 1st update. So again, don't forget to check that out. But the only convention I know of in Australia is Brickvention. I'm not really sure where that's at exactly, but if you just Google Brick and then VENTION, it'll pop up, and you can find exactly where it is. And if you just search on Google like Lego conventions around the world, you can usually find lists. There's tons of them from North America. Otherwise, you might Google your specific country, like Lego conventions, Australia, and then that's how you can find which ones are in your country. This is a cool name. Asked, how often are conventions and how can I get my mocks in the show? Well, conventions, it depends on where you live. There is usually a Brickfest live almost everywhere. It's really expanded. It used to just be in Philly, but now it's really everywhere. And there's set Lego conventions like Brick World Chicago, Brick Fair Virginia, BrickCon Seattle, Bricks by the Bay. There's tons of them all across the U.S. and a few in Canada. And those are regular. They have like the same dates or close to the same dates every year. So you can check again on the web. It's very easy to find those. And then to get your mocks into the convention, you do have to pay. There is an exhibitor's fee, but then you get to go, there's like workshops the day before. You might have to pay for some of those, but there's like ceremonies. You could get to go set up your mock, talk with all the other Lego enthusiasts there, so it'll be really fun. But there is a fee. It depends on, again, which convention you go to, how much it will cost. CONTRPR Studios asks, what conventions have you been to? Surprisingly, I've only been to 2, well technically only 1. I've been to Brick World Chicago 2014, last year's. I did not display, I've never displayed before, so this year I will be displaying at both Brick World and Brick Fair. But I also went to a Lego train show by me, which they had a bunch of displays there too, so it wasn't just trains. But I guess you may count that as convention. Let's see, Kyle Princhiati, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, asked, have you ever won anything at a convention? Example, winning bingo at Brick Fair. Again, I have not been a full registrant at a convention before, so cannot answer that one yet. Ali Productions asked, if it's your first mock, should you put it in a convention? Well, if it's the first mock you ever made, probably not, because there are going to be huge, awesome mocks with full detail, way better than anything I've ever built. And you might want to wait till you develop as a better builder. Obviously, all of our first mocks are nowhere near compared to how our mocks are now. So definitely want to build up experience over time, maybe before you pay money to display your mock. Tyler Farron asked, has and will there be any Lego convention in Colorado? There has been a Lego Kids Fest, which is not like most conventions are run by AFOLs, which are adult fans of Lego, in case you did not know that. But there are a few run by Lego itself, and those are called Lego Kids Fest, and those move around. I think there's 3 every year. They move around the U.S., and there has been one in Colorado, but I do not know of any other convention there. Aiden Hailstone asked, have you been to a Brick Fair? If so, what has been your favorite? I have not. I think there's like 4 Brick Fairs. There's Brick Fair, Virginia, Brick Fair. I think there's a Brick Fair in New England. There might be a Brick Fair, New Jersey, and then there might be one more. I'm not sure on that, but I've never been to a Brick Fair. Brick Pile Productions asks, are the American conventions better than the European ones? I cannot answer that because I've never been to a European one. From what I've heard, they are larger, but I cannot comment on that one. Connectable Brick Studios asks, are you going to Brick World Chicago 2015? Yes, I am. Minecraft/M1 in Craftman asked, which convention is the biggest in the U.S.? Now, Brick Fair is definitely the largest. They have the largest space, the most people displaying there. However, I cannot confirm this, but I have heard from a few different sources that Brick World Chicago has the most AFOLs. Now, I don't know if that information is valuable to you guys, but Brick Fair is definitely the largest. Let's see. Oh, Brick Revolver asked, how do you recommend we transport mocks to conventions? Are crates efficient? If crates work well for you, that's fine. What I would recommend is building your mock in separate sections that can all attach together so you can easily take it apart. I made a mock building 101 on that. If you want to check out that playlist on my channel, Mock Building 101, you'll be able to easily find it. It's just using friction pins and some Technic pieces. So then you can take them and put them in individual boxes and space them out so they don't clang into each other. And then maybe only a few pieces will fall off that you'll just put back on when you get there. And definitely bring some extra pieces so you can kind of finish it off if you need to. Leslie Carpenter asked, what is the coolest thing you've ever seen at a LEGO convention? Well, like I said, I've only been to Brick World, which is like the only real convention I've been to. And the Great Ball contraption is there. I don't know if everyone has heard of that, but it is a video on YouTube, and it's awesome. It's just this giant robotic thing that keeps moving these balls all across this display. It's really cool. I'm probably going to say that's the coolest thing, but there's been tons of other awesome displays I've seen there also. Ollie Productions asks, and do you know any websites where I can find a convention? Again, if you just Google LEGO conventions, there's going to be, or LEGO conventions list, there'll be a ton of websites that can help you find them. Wumbo Watson asks, what is the most outrageous and weird thing you've ever seen at a convention? Like a horrible price from a vendor, or just a crazy LEGO person that is really annoying? I have seen some crazy prices. I haven't really seen anything too crazy yet. Again, I've only been to one. But I did see the Cloud City Boba Fett, and I think he was like $350 or something, so it was pretty crazy. But I mean, I guess that technically is a reasonable price for it. Gage Stating asked, what do you use to transport your mocks? Again, just boxes, make sure you separate them. So you could put like a little bubble wrap between the different sections so that they don't hit each other while you're transporting them. James Wilson asks, would you ever set up a meet and greet with your fans at a convention? I will be making videos closer and closer to Brick World and Brick Fair, and I'll be showing like what I'm wearing, so if you need to find me there. And again, I will be displaying at both of those, so it'll be easy to find me. I definitely like to talk to all of you who go to those. Archie Richmond asks, do conventions cost money, and how many people go? If you're just a regular person wanting to attend, just to look at this stuff, you do have to pay, but it's very cheap. I think it's like $10, which may sound a little bit expensive, but it's definitely worth it because you get to stay the whole day that you go. Most conventions are 2 to 3 days, so you have to pay each day. But if you're a full registrant, then you don't have to pay each day. It's just a one-time fee. And how many people go? Just to give an example, Brick Fair, Virginia last year had 22,000 people, so it's a pretty big attendance. Micro Spark Productions asked, I also have a question. What components do you need to make a mock able to be transported to and from conventions? Again, just be able to separate it again. Check out that Mock Building 101 if you want more info on that. And finally, the almighty Brick Times 29 asked, are you going to BrickCon this year on the spring one in Seattle? Or actually in Washington. Yeah, in Seattle, Washington. I will not be going to that, so sorry about that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos. And don't forget to check out that awesome update coming on January 1st. So, have a great day.